From Irish Star. That's a source, I guess. Michael Strahan speaks out on Super Bowl boycott threats over Black national anthem. Did you guys say there's going to be a boycott?
The Irish Star. Did Seamus send this to you?
He did. There's going to be a boycott of the Super Bowl because they've decided they're going to sing a black supremacist song before the show starts.
Yep.
And
it's racist.
Oh, yeah. And so, needless to say, I was mortified. You know, that they would not sing the Asian national anthem. What's going on? Where are we not people? Why are we being oppressed like this by the Super Bowl? Now, in all honesty, we're having a Super Bowl party. We're going to enjoy it. There will be pizza. There will be beer. There will be wings. The Super Bowl will be played. I won't watch it. But like a lot of people here like it, and they will watch the game, and I'll go, oh, hey, what's the score? Who's winning? And I'm going to root for whichever team. I think the Eagles hate Trump, right?
Do they?
There was like, what is it? Some higher up guy said some nasty things about him.
I don't know. But you said they got rid of end racism out of the end zone. That's what they countered with. They're like, look, we'll sing this national anthem, but we'll get rid of end racism.
I was surprised. I heard that Trump is the first sitting president to go to the Super Bowl this year. He's going.
Yeah, but apparently, like, I don't know if it was the owner of the Eagles or something like that. The chat probably knows. Said something, and then a bunch of Eagles fans were like, shut up, we love Trump. Check out this story. They say Fox NFL Sunday presenter Michael Strahan insisted the backlash to the staging of the Black national anthem is insane amid Super Bowl boycott calls. Blah, blah, blah. The song has been part of the Super Bowl festivities, although it has become a talking point in recent years as the Star-Spangled Banner has already performed ahead of kickoff.
But why are they doing that?
Grammy Award-winning artist Ledisi is to perform the song. Strahan expressed confusion on why something so uplifting is now the source of vitriol. I don't know. How about we do this?
It's segregation.
How would you feel if they sang the white national anthem
Right.
and it's not the Star-Spangled Banner and it was just a song about white families? Like, dude, I'm not playing this game. If you're going to do the Black national anthem, I demand the Indian national anthem, the Asian national anthem, not the Mexican, but the Latino national anthem. We're going to have a national anthem for every race. And then we need the men's national anthem and the women's.
And by the time that's
And the
done,
religion ones.
the game starts at midnight.
It would have been healing not to do this year.
Yeah.
You know, just to kind of be like, it's just if we could all, it's just so sad that they just continue down this path. But the NFL, something's terribly wrong there. I mean, obviously the CCP is very embedded in the NBA. I don't know how far.
The
it goes
NFL?
here.
Well, Jay-Z's production.
The Super Bowl is the NFL.
Right, I know. I said obviously the CCP is very embedded in the NBA. I don't know.
But
if
it's
they're embedded here.
Jay-Z's production company that has a contract with the NFL that has an entire to work on social justice initiatives connected to football. The real question here is why the Kansas City Chiefs announced that they're going to start making their own original scripted content when all of those rigged Super Bowl claims are being made.
I think football's fake.
Yeah.
I think football is completely staged. I think it's like 80% fake.
It looks like it is now.
I watch those videos where it's like, I don't know much about
those
football.
refs are certainly being accused
No,
of
it's not
protecting
that.
Patrick Mahomes.
There's all these videos that came out. You know, I don't pay attention to a lot of football, but there's like the dude's running with the ball towards the end zone, and then a guy looks at him and then spins the wrong way. There's a ton of these videos that went viral where they're like, a guy's watching and he's like, hey, watch this dude. He just stops and doesn't tackle the guy running for the end zone, and I'm like, that's weird. Like, maybe I just don't know anything about football and it looks weird to me. But I'm going to tell you, if I watch a game where the goal is to tackle the guy with the ball, and then there's a bunch of videos where a guy is running towards the guy with the ball and then just jumps the other direction, I'm like, yeah, he did that on purpose. They try to justify it, make up reasons like, you don't understand the play. Like, I had to do that. I'm like, I don't know, dude. Looks fake to me.
The other thing that's going on right now, so because Trump is attending the game, it's become a political issue as well, where they're cornering the players. They're like, so how do you feel about playing for the president? And every single one of them looks like there's a gun to their head, and they're like, I think it's an okay. Like they're very terrified to be like, because like Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes and other players were like, yeah, it's an honor to play in front of the president, which of course is being spun as, I love that guy, he's fantastic, which is just a way for really, really dishonest press outlets to get clicks because they suck.
Which is why they shouldn't get federal money.
Which is why we shouldn't be sending them our tax dollars.
Went full circle.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
No, I mean, look, the idea that the sportscasters are asking players what they think about the president. going to the president going to the Super Bowl, there was a time in America where every American would simply say, that is a great honor. I'm glad that
Right.
the president is a football fan, and I hope he really enjoys the game. That's the correct answer. The fact that there is a correct and incorrect answer is a sign of rot in this country.
Yeah.
We're all Americans, and you may not like the policy that the president has or the program that he prefers, but it is not a stain on anyone's life to say, I think it's good that the president is going to engage in one of the national pastimes, one of the biggest sporting events that happens in the United States every year. He is going to be a part of it. He's going to go to New Orleans. We just had a terrorist attack not 2 months ago here in New Orleans. It's good that the president's coming down here, that he's showing that it's okay to go out there and enjoy things in New Orleans, showing that it's safe to go and do these things in New Orleans. This is great that the president's going to be here, and terrible leftists have to make it a big deal. I hate them so much.
Was that you? Was that us earlier talking about the New Orleans terrorist attack? Like how that one feels like it just got memory hold. Is that just the acceleration of how many things seem to
Yes.
happen constantly?
I think that's what it is.
Where it's just like I heard that they were supposed to put the barriers up. They never put the barriers up. They didn't even know the barriers were there, and then the story just seemed to disappear from the news.
Yeah,
When the Secretary of Defense was missing in action for 3 weeks. And nothing happened.
He was in the hospital getting like a colonic or something. Is that what happened?
He will not a colonic. He was getting. I think he was getting checked for prostate cancer or surgery for prostate cancer. But either way, it was the SecDef, and then ignoring the fact that Joe Biden, it was a corpse at that time.
Right.
He was literally a walking zombie. He was not
Well, to be
an
fair,
awake and cognizant human being.
He was a zombie the whole time.
Fair enough.
Did you see that Joe Biden got signed to a Hollywood talent agency?
CIA.
Yay!
Unreal.
With
head of the
Joe
snake.
Manchin was apparently through the same company. I was like, Joe Manchin has an agent as an agency? That's amazing.
Yeah, well, Jill and Hunter have been CIA clients the whole time.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Amazing.
Hunter for
You know
his
what?
art
He
books.
needs to make
For their books.
He needs to
I
make
see.
the Weekend at
I was
Bernie's
hoping
movie.
That's
what I said.
Yes. Weekend
I was
at
hoping he was
Biden's.
going to get cast for a film or something.
Yeah. Weekend at Biden's, and he can actually play himself.
We should make that.
Yeah. Number 3. They've
I'm pretty sure someone's already made the skit of that.
Yeah, it has. But I'm saying, but if he actually
Ryan
did
Long
it,
do that?
he could actually rehab his image a little bit if he like leaned into it and just went and made a movie where he's just a corpse.
He could play Mr. House if they did a Fallout New Vegas movie. For those that don't know what that is, it's so Fallout, of course, takes place like 200 years after a nuclear war wipes out the world. And Mr. House is a rich guy in Vegas who strapped himself to a machine so that he could, and he's like a decaying corpse strapped to a computer and he can't move, but the computer talks for him and he's just like, I will live forever.
That would be perfect.
You know, I like the idea that Joe Biden's he's just going to stay that age for the next 200 years. He's like, the joke's on you guys. The CIA gave me the super drugs and I'm just going to be here.
There's a name for that super drug.
Yeah.
It's called NAD.
Yes.
Nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide, available at your local hydration therapist. Yeah, I don't know, man. All I know is that the Super Bowl is an excuse to have a party.
Yeah.
And so I don't think anybody is actually going to boycott it. We're not. I would kind of like to as an FU, but like, dude, nobody's boycotting the Super Bowl.
Look, sporting events used to. So a lot of people in the political space will have the conversation about how that sports are used to distract people from what's really going on. But in a lot of ways, despite the team sport mentality that a lot of people have, sporting events were unifiers, and they
Yes.
were ways
They
that
were.
people commiserated and came together in times of bad and good in a country, and that can't always be a bad thing. Now, you can say that being too involved in sports or things like that and not caring about what's going on, if you don't know who your local congressman is and stuff like that, sure. But in general, when the country is extremely polarized, you should be looking for things that bring people together.
Right.
And for a lot of people, you know, the idea that you played sports growing up, you went on to watch sports, and you really, really get along with others who enjoy it as well, that's not a bad thing.
I'd really like if we stopped caring so much about the personal lives and private lives and day-to-day lives of the politicians at all. I want them to really scale down the government and get to a place where it works properly, that we don't even have to talk about it, we just know that it's happening and we can oversee it, because it's become a reality show. Like, I really don't care about their personal lives, and yet every single day, if they're not doing something on Trump, it's somebody else they're destroying or exploiting or putting out there.
It's really important to know whether they're interested in men or women. You know, it's a big component of modern woke sporting and creative works to make sure that the person you're watching on camera, do they like guys or do they like ladies? That's they want to make sure everybody knows the proclivities of these individuals, and I'm like, yo, I literally don't care.
I don't care at all.
Like when I watch Captain America, I don't sit there and think, wow, Chris Evans is a really great patriot who wants to join the army. I'm like, he's an actor and he's probably dumb. Like, I'm not trying to be a dick to Chris Evans. I just mean like the assumption that people. Well, I watch an actor or a musician, I don't know or care about their personal lives. I'm not gonna ask. It's whatever.
It's never bothered me to look at an actor who I know is absolutely insane politically, and I can still watch all the movies that they make.
Not only that, like there are people that are musicians that I find their politics absolutely detestable, but I still like their music. Rage Against the Machine is one of the ones that comes to mind. They're straight up. There's commies in the band, but I like their music. I've always liked their music, even though they're garbage commies.
Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.